Well, what happened to free speech?
I hope that her free speech has not been stifled, and we don't know all the facts in the case here. We know that she is a staunch, perhaps the best-known public defender of the right to keep and bear arms as articulated by the Supreme Court in the modern era in America today. If she suffered because of those views, then the government in the place where she suffered has failed adequately to protect her rights.
Well, it's not the government's fault that she got threats.
No, but
it's
it is
the government's responsibility to defend her.
Correct.
Okay.
And it's the government's responsibility to assure her freedom of movement and ability to continue to express her views.
I should tell our viewers that Dana was supposed to be on this program at this hour, but she had to cancel at the last minute. She had a scheduling conflict. We hope to bring her back at some point. Now, Judge, I want to move on to this. In Florida, the governor, Rick Scott, he's declared a state of emergency in one county ahead of a speech by the man on the right, Richard Spencer, white nationalist. He's scheduled to speak University of Florida on Thursday. First of all, a state of emergency. That's a bit extreme, isn't it?
You know, we start with the premise that this is a state school. The state government owns the school, so it cannot distinguish among speakers on the basis of the content of speech. If students want him there and he wants to speak, they have to let him speak and they have to protect his right to do so. The state of emergency cuts both ways. In one respect, the governor is thinking ahead of time that there may very well be violence, and I want more police there so we don't have another Charlottesville.
Okay.
The other way it cuts is it chills the freedom of speech. It keeps people from going there because there'll be such a police presence, and it prevents people like this guy, whose speech I condemn but will defend his right to articulate it, from actually going to these venues. So this is a bit of a head scratcher. I think in his mind, because I read the very lengthy executive order, the governor believes he's doing the right thing to assure the right of this fellow to speak and the right of listeners to hear him. Remains to be seen what happens.
Well, it's a fair point. He has been banned in, we figured it was 26 countries, mostly in Europe.
Yes.
Banned. He can't go into 26 countries. He can't speak, at least.
These must be European countries without First Amendment.
Yes,
Yes.
they are indeed.
Yes.
Precisely that.
Which would be all of them.
But you would support his... Well, look, the man is an anti-Semite.
Well,
left, right, and centre.
I am
everything.
Voltaire. I condemn what you say, but defend to the death your right to say it. That's where I am on this guy, and that's probably where most of us are.
I think so indeed.
Yes.
Judge, thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Excellent summary right at the
Aren't
end.
you kind?
Yes. And,